Hey, 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 what's up, guys? And happy Valentine's Day. Yes, even on Valentine's Day, we are still getting it in with Bobby Penn's Artist Spotlight. I'm excited to present to you American Idol's own Glee's, We Network's Glee project artist, Mario Bond. He has a really interesting story of overcoming to become the superstar singer-songwriter that we see today. So I'm really excited to talk to him about his inspiring journey, as well as his new project, Human. The music video is actually an anti-bullying campaign. So really excited to talk about that and why that subject matter was important for him to tackle. While we're waiting for him to make his way, I would ask that you go ahead and share this live, okay? Go ahead and tell a friend to tune in because today is going to be really, really special. If you would like to see more interviews like this, first of all, make sure you hit the follow button. Like, hi, I be doing these all the time. And I've really been able to connect with some amazing artists, entrepreneurs, and just all around creatives since July. So please check out those interviews right here on Instagram, IGTV. There's a whole playlist that you can watch, or you can subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/The Bobby Pen. Last but not least, if you are interested in creating your own media platform, maybe you want to start a blog, maybe you want to start a podcast, or even your own YouTube channel, I can help you with that. So head on over to Put Yourself On Academy to learn more about the online course as well as our monthly membership program. It's a whole media community, guys. You can link up with like-minded people and really get it popping for yourself and create your own space within the media industry. So you can check that out again at putyoursselfonacademy.com. Our guest is in the building, so we're going to bring Mario up. But like I said, in order to get this thing popping, I need you to share this with a friend. So hit the share button right now. Oh, yeah, if you're watching live and you see a button that says buy a badge, would you go ahead and click that for your girl? Buy a badge, please. That shows your support, and I really appreciate it. Mario is loading up, but I'm going to go ahead and send some waves. I see the hearts coming in. There he is. Hey, Mario.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fabulous, doing quite well on this Lover's Day.
Yes, yes. I am enjoying feeling the love and the vibes that are coming from you, radiating through that smile. What did you have planned for today?
Well, actually, today was a little low-key day. My kids commandeered my time as they do every day. They actually made some homemade chocolate-covered strawberries and pineapples for me using some vegan chocolate I had around the house.
Ooh.
Never mind, I plan to use those chocolate chips to put in my cereal, but it's okay. I'm glad they melted it instead and put it on fruit without me knowing. And then we ended up having a really nice family dinner that we just finished a little while ago. So it's been an interesting day, a good day.
Awesome. Excellent. Excellent. So Mario, we're here to talk about your new single Human and the music video that accompanies it. Before we jump into that though, for people who might be under a rock and they don't know what's happening right now, would you introduce yourself?
I will. So my name is Mario Bonds. I am a singer, songwriter, journalist, and fitness model and motivational speaker. So I do a few things, but I'm all of those things, but at the same time, I happen to be totally blind. I like to say it that way as opposed to saying I'm a blind man doing all these things. I like to say I'm doing all these things and I happen to be blind.
Yes.
Totally blind. I've been blind for about 24 years. And I spend a lot of my time trying to inspire and encourage others to not yet use unfortunate or adverse circumstances as reasons to hold themselves back or to not still shoot for the sky being the limit.
I know that's right. You are truly inspiring. And you've overcome quite a bit of adversity in order to be the man that we see today. So I am so honored to share this time with you and to learn from you.
I appreciate this.
So talk to me about how it feels today. You've been on American Idol. You were selected to be a part of the Glee project. What did it mean for you, someone with your background in terms of your abilities and also, you know, some of the abandonment and perhaps abuse that you experienced as well?
Yeah, so as a child, I experienced, along with my siblings, I experienced a childhood marred by paternal abandonment. We were abandoned by our father a few times. Our mother died of a brain aneurysm when we were 5 months old, and we pretty much were homeless for much of my childhood. And then when you add things like being both emotionally, physically, and sexually abused to that, against the backdrop of going blind, there's a lot of circumstantially people would say that I shouldn't have the bright, pretty smile that I have. But I do, because a long time ago, I realized that there was healing in the arts. And I realized that it takes way too much energy to let your circumstances dictate your feelings, in terms of it's a choice to stay in the corner of despair or a choice to move forward. And I'm not going to take anything from the human experience, because in the human experience, you're supposed to go to those emotional corners. But the fact is, not staying there. What do you do to get out of those corners? So the arts were really my healing. You know, before I went blind, I was able to draw. I could draw really good pictures, you name it. I mean, I could have drew a picture, a portrait of you, and it would have looked just like you. But I went blind, so I couldn't do that anymore. And then after I went blind, it's like what was a visual talent ended up transferring into an auditory talent, and music then became my life. So all the way throughout middle school to high school, I ended up going to performing arts high school. You know, again, hiding in music and the arts at a time where I was still being abused, at a time where we still didn't really have places to live, you know, staying in cars, staying in motels, you name it. And everybody gets told, a lot of people get told no. You know, most people get told no than yes. And I'm one of those people to where I don't follow instructions when it comes to me being told no. So I tried until I finally got a yes, and got on the Glee project. And then so me, totally blind, you know, in order to get on that show, you had to be able to dance, sing, and act.
Yeah.
They didn't think a blind person could dance, but let me tell you something. I secretly, at those auditions, I secretly had someone else there teach me the dances. Yeah. And so when it was time to do the dance part, I was going to make sure that NBC Universal wasn't just like, oh, you see, we think of everybody. We had a blind person at the casting special. No, it was like, can he sing? Check. Can he act? Check. Can he dance? And now they had to put a check there, you know, because I worked that hard. And I finally got to Hollywood, to where I'm in that disbelieving dream of, you know, I'm a blind person, but I'm on set and everybody else is asleep, but I'm up counting dance steps and spins and all of that type of stuff.
I mean, do you mind if I interject right there?
Sure.
How do you learn a routine?
Fantastic. So one of the things is, when they realized that I could learn routines after working with somebody, they got a separate choreographer that would work with me while the rest of the cast members worked with somebody else. And I would always keep the dance really fast. So essentially, I would touch the person's shoulders or touch their arms, or, you know, in conjunction with them explaining things to me. Because, you know, again, remember, I went blind 24 years ago. So I was 9 years old when I went blind. So I have a really good visual reference. Okay. So once it's explained to me, and they say, hey, you know, for example, then when you spin, your hands need to be like this when you spin, Mario, and then dip. And then, you know, so their hands are like this or whatever. I would feel what they're saying. And I said, no, I want your fingers splayed like this. Yeah. We'd go through that whole thing. And then I would have and then in no time, I would have the whole number down. That's when I found out that even as a blind person, I was a natural.
That is incredible.
Yeah. And it was important. It was important for me because I like the shock value, not for vanity reasons, but I like the shock value because it gives me purpose. I love it when people say, oh my God, even though some of it might be based on marginal ignorance, but I like when people say, oh my God, he can't be blind. Look at him. He can't be blind. He's fit. You know, he can't be blind. He's dancing. That shock value, I live in that because it's my purpose. And I know that that's what makes people say, you know what? I need to get up and do something too.
Yes, Mario. Yes. No excuses, period.
Yeah, no excuses indeed. And I'll be honest, I'll tell you something really quickly. I ripped my meniscus in 2012 in my right leg. So listen to me, I was blind and unable to walk for 3 weeks. Oh, no. When I tell you I found a newfound respect for just being blind when I was able to walk again. You know, because people ask the crazy questions. If you got a disability, which one would you want? You know, of course you wouldn't want any of them. But I'm like, you know what? Being blind, I can still get up and go as I please. I can still
Yeah.
tell people off as long as I got a posse with me.
Right.
But being blind and unable to walk gave me new respect for the disability I have and made me that much more humble.
Oh, that's really sweet. And it makes me, hopefully you can find the humor in this. I feel like you will. But it makes me think of the saying that we say of like, pick a struggle.
Yes.
Like I just, one enough for me. Like
Absolutely.
And we've all have something, so I think that's why I can like laugh at that with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So speak to me about your song Human and why it was important for you to advocate against bullying and to speak for people who sometimes maybe can't speak for themselves.
So I'll tell you two things. My experience being bullied, and then the one experience I had being the bully, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So as a kid growing up, I was bullied for, before I went blind, I still had a little bit of vision, obviously. And I went from everything from Coke bottle glasses to my eyes being cross-eyed all the time, where I'm looking directly at somebody, I can see them, but they say, why are your eyes facing the ceiling? So I was teased for that. Now, at 33, I get praised for being chocolate, but as a child, I was made fun of for being chocolate, by white people and by the Black community, being called everything from blackie to everything. And most kids go through this. Am I too black? Am I too white? Am I too fat? Am I too skinny? I was literally going through this from the blind side. I was teased for being homeless, right? I was teased for reading Braille. Sometimes kids would pull the chair out from under the desk that I was so willing myself to see, when I was losing my vision. And then I would get teased, and people would obviously it wasn't my story, but people would tease me and say that, oh, he loves singing and he loves piano playing and he did this, so he must be gay, or all of this stuff, right? And so I lived in the space of constantly feeling like I was God's waste of space.
Oh, man.
And I felt that so deeply, both in and outside of the family, that, even at 12 years old, I ended up suicidal, right? And there's pain in that, because again, I'm being ostracized and hurt for things I can't control.
Yeah. I
didn't make myself chocolate, right? Now I'm proud to be chocolate because I realize a lot of people covered it. Get at me.
Listen.
But outside of that, back then, I didn't have the confidence, right? And so at some point, I can't even see myself, but I'm hating myself for being dark. I can't even see myself, but I'm hating myself for what my eyes may or may not look like, right? So there's that piece of it. And the one time that I was the bully, it was a group of us, kids, and this story ends positively. It was a group of us, and there was this very, very, very large kid, plus size boy, that was very timid, and everybody was picking on him, right? And he said something about me being blind or whatever. And then after that, I wasn't, all the way blind at the time. And I started to pick on him like everybody else. Oh, we called him all sorts of names, slob, an unmitigated swine, all sorts of terrible stuff. And
I'm sorry. Huh? I shouldn't egg that on. I said, come on, vocabulary.
Well, yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd, right? So, and the thing is, I remember with the little bit of vision I had, I remember him start crying. This was in Woodbridge, Virginia. I remember him start crying, and he ran away from us. And I remember under my breath, I was watching him run away, and almost movie-like, I said to myself, I'm sorry. Because I felt, even with me being the person that was the onslaught of the pain that he was experiencing, I felt so remorseful because I felt the isolating effect of being the person who is the brunt of someone else's mean actions. And I never wanted to be that ever again. More importantly, I did not want to dish out what I was experiencing myself because I wanted reprieve. And I didn't want to be the author of the opposite for someone else. So why human? Human is a call to the bully. It's a call to the bully specifically to say, I'm human too, and I bleed just like you. I have feelings and a heart that does beat. Sometimes I get scared and my eyes do cry tears, but you could dry my eyes if you act like I'm human, see me as human too. So it's a call to the bully to say, hey, look, don't hate me for things I can't control, because I belong here, obviously, because I am here, right? So that's one of the things, all of the stuff that ails us as a human race wouldn't be so if we, quote unquote, did not hate each other for things that we can't control. I mean, of course you can go change stuff, but biologically, did you choose your color?
Right, no.
You know? Did you specifically say that, oh, at 30, my metabolism going to slow down and things are going to shift?
Listen, I feel like you were with me today at the mall. Anyway, we can talk about that offline.
It's like, did you decide those things? No, so why on earth am I going to hate you because you are black or because you're white or because you're Spanish, right? And so the video and the song, with the family magazine that we've started, Jinlian, it's our flagship project in the sense that I want it to uplift every person who has been bullied. So it depicts everything that I went through, but it doesn't just stop there. It's a call to everything that might be universal. Anyone who has sat alone in the cafeteria in school, all of us carry those scars deep down inside. Anyone who has been catcalled at a time they didn't want to. Our Trayvon Martins who can't even walk home and feel safe. So that's why human is one of the most passionate things that I've ever done, and it is my fervent hope that everyone can join the I Am Human 2 movement so that we can live in the freedom. It's a blind man calling you guys to dare to think differently. I can't see whether I'm beautiful, whether I'm not beautiful, and I could care less, right? I work hard to keep myself together, but I could care less. If you guys could learn to see with your eyes closed, and I'm not saying this in the ritualistic way that anti-racist individuals may mean, we're just saying see with your eyes closed. No, I'm saying see me as black, but respect me as black. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, I got real deep and philosophical.
No,
this is
that
passionate
was so
for me.
beautiful and profound.
Yes. And so let me tell you, I believe in this thing so much that I said, this is what my whole brand will be. My whole brand. My first album comes out on March 30th, and it's called I Am Human 2 The Acceptance, right? And it's literally a compilation of 16 songs that are meant to uplift, to build, and it covers every aspect of the human experience. Finding best friendship, being able to discover self-worth and live in self-worth, recognizing one as human, even falling in love, even body empowerment for plus-size individuals. The album covers everything because that is authentically who I am. If you want to talk about who Mario Bond is, he's just a black man trying to get everybody to a black blind man trying to get everybody to understand that we all are human.
Yeah. Your spirit is so beautiful, truly, and
thank you.
I admire how you've been able to take what some people would consider disadvantages and turn them into superpowers. I think that's so beautiful and so awesome that you have a spirit to love others, and you just want to see, everybody feel included and welcome. So thank you again so much for sharing your story and your art with us. It probably sounds like I'm about to let you go, but not until you sing us something like hello. Can we get a little song, Mario, please?
Sure. I'll give you something since it's Valentine's Day. How about that?
Yes.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, he's going to
put
get
it this
something.
way. We're gonna do a concert style.
Montage PR said yes.
We're gonna do a concert style for you. Okay, here we go. You've got a way with me. Somehow you got me to believe in everything that I could be, babe. I gotta say, you really got a way. You've got a way, it seems. You gave me faith to find my dreams. You'll never know just what that means, girl. Can't you see? You've got a way with me. It's in the way you want me. It's in the way you hold me, babe. The way you show me just what love's made of. It's in the way we make love.
Wow! Oh my gosh, that was so great.
That's a little acoustic side of me that I do every now and
wasn't
then.
even ready, Mario.
Wait, say
So
that again?
beautiful. I said I wasn't even ready.
Thank
They
you.
are eating it up. I'm looking at the comments. They're going crazy. They just sent all these hearts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How long have you played? Sorry?
No, you said how long have I played the guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I picked up the guitar when I was 13. But the piano is my first baby. And then, I write a lot of songs with the piano. But my twin sister, Marcy, actually, she told me years ago, she was like, I know you can sing all this gospel stuff and do all this pop stuff and do all these pretty runs and stuff. She said, but I really like your brand. Yes. You should do a lot of acoustic stuff because you and the guitar sound so really good together. So yes. Since I was told that, I literally followed the advice of my twin sister. And that's what has been my calling card to where, if I want to serenade somebody or make somebody cry, or
listen,
I love you. Oh, but I can do all that stuff. But with the guitar.
Okay, you better show out then. How many instruments do you play in total?
Oh goodness, I play the guitar, the drums, the piano.
Amazing.
The violin, the organ, and a little bit of sax.
You are so incredible. And let's keep in mind, guys, you lost your vision, you said, at 9 years old.
I was 9 years old. So before that, I was riding bikes, playing video games, and beating people up. It's like, no, I was bullied. I was bullied, so they was getting me. But hey, ask them to get me now. I'm ready.
Okay, they cannot. They could never.
Yeah. I tell my kids that I adopted 4 children, and I tell them that all the time. And my kids don't believe I'm blind, but I said, let somebody run down on my house. Look, you'll be watching the news and be like, a blind man is called in jail tonight after beating someone to the brakes off of someone that's trying to break into his home. Investigators say Mario Bonds, who is 210 pounds of muscle.
No, I believe
Thank you so much. God bless you.
No, likewise, Mario. Thank you so much for coming on here and making our Valentine's Day that much more sweet. Make sure you guys go run up the stream on Human. It's available on YouTube. Please watch the video.
Simply search for Mario Bonds Human, and above all, like I would just, when you guys see it, if anyone sees it, what I'm most interested is what your response is. If it calls back to something that you went through, or that's something someone else was going through. Above all, I just want it to help someone, because I believe music has healing powers. Hopefully you do too. Yes. and that would be the greatest gift. So again, thank you for this opportunity to converse.
In general, Mario, where can people follow you and keep up with you?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mario_Bonds. That's bonds in the plural sense, like savings bond, BONDS, or Jane Bond with an S, Mario_Bonds. And on Facebook and YouTube, it's at Mario Bonds. So Facebook.com/Mario Bonds, YouTube.com/Mario Bonds. And you'll know it's me because you'll come across a shirtless photo of a blind person who used to be bullied.
Come through shirtless. Okay, you say these muscles ain't for nothing.
Hey, look. So the people who bullied me then can be like, look what I turned into.
Right.
No, again, thank you for your energy, and please, if anyone does see it, get in contact with me, and I hope that you and I will continue to be in contact. Again, I've enjoyed this conversation.
Likewise, no, you have a lifelong fan, period, and definitely, Camilla, thank you so much for setting this up for us. Montage PR in the building.
Montage PR, you hear that? Have a great evening.
You
God
too.
Bless.
Take care.
Thank you.
And guys, that's how we do it right here on Bobby Pin's Artist Spotlight. You know what I mean? We always got to get a little performance. So please make sure if you like what you have seen today, hit that follow button so that you can keep in touch and be here for the next one, which is coming up this Friday. I think I have 2 coming up this Friday. So make sure you tap in with your girl, Bobby Pins Artist Spotlight. And if you want to be featured, the link is actually in my bio now. I made it mad easy for you to sign up. So do your thing. If you need to DM me, you can. Also, one more plug for put yourself on Media Academy. Okay, if you want to learn how to build your own media brand that is credible as well as profitable, then head on over to putyourselifonacademy.com where you can enroll in the course for $150, or you can sign up for the monthly membership, $49 a month. That's such a steal for you to not only get the course, you also get my ebook. You get an hour-long consultation with me, as well as weekly Zoom calls with your cohort and my industry friends. I'm just saying that's an amazing value to be plugged into the industry and get it popping. So make sure you check that out. Putyourselifonacademy.com. And until next time, I'm Bobby Pin. I'm going to go eat these chocolates. That's why I got on the baggy clothes or whatever. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.